Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a bit of a special one tonight, as we've all been waiting for the allocation, and of course everyone teaming up with each other. We've got it tonight. We've got three divisions being broadcast tonight, which is GP4, 3, and 2. And with me tonight, we have three people with us tonight here on this one, and we have Energy Dan with us.
Hello.
We've also got Fefster, and of course we've got Jimbo Manzi. So yeah, how are you all doing tonight, guys?
Yeah, very good. Excited.
Yeah, me too.
I've spent about 6 hours practicing Australia.
It's going to be a close one in Australia, that's for sure.
I did about 6 minutes and realised, oh my.
I'll have it cracked by 2021.
Fair one, mate. Yeah, I might join you there, buddy. Might join you there.
Oh, it's always good fun. Now, we're all in here because it's that time of the season. As we know, come Monday, we're all going to be literally trying to rev our engines to bits just to get out of the pit lane before Shadow.
Ooh, he's in early with that one. Tom, that was a given, mate. That was a given. He should have been expecting that one.
Not as quickly as Shadow is at getting out of the pits.
I just hope he doesn't decide to just stop on the pit exit because he wants to watch the stream. Please, anyone that does, please don't do that.
Yeah.
I've had everyone breaking up already. So thank you everyone for joining in so far, and thank you for the comments. So as we do have it, we have a few things we're going through tonight, which is the driver lineup for GP4 and also for 3 and 2, but also a little run-in with Discord as well.
That's the one.
What we're trying to do with it. So let's start off then, shall we?
Why not, mate? Why not? And it's Mercedes
Let's
is
just
the
get
first
straight
car
into
up.
Mercedes is the first car up, and
For GP4, by the way.
with them, GP4, the massive heritage they got, we've got two brand new drivers in it for the season. As you know, last year it was completely different. This year it's a complete brand new lineup, and this year it's Cod Oliver and it's Need for Speed.
There you go. Fantastic. Now, I think I've not seen enough of Need for Speed's pace, but I think these two are pretty evenly matched. I'd have to go on a limb and just say I'd actually go for Cod Oliver to be in front of his teammate by the end of the season. GP3 guys, Mercedes. Who's your lineup?
Yeah, so it will be an interesting fight between the two of them, I guess. We'll see who comes out ahead, but we should keep in mind that Badger is very, very consistent.
Who would you go on a limb and say is going to be ahead at the end of the season out of those two?
I'm going to say Badger.
Badger. Okay. And then going on to GP2, admins are absent, so in their place I'm going to allocate them. So for the Mercedes in GP2, we've got Mike Bundy and Braden. Now I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I was going to say Bundy, but I'm going to go Braden. So yeah. So that's your allocations for GP4, GP3, and GP2. Now, moving on to our next car. We don't have Prem tonight, guys, by the way. So, the next one is Ferrari. So, Gareth, do you want to take away the Ferrari team for GP4?
That's it, Ferrari. So GP4 this year, again, a whole brand new lineup, as most of these teams are. But this year, we have the infamous Energy Dan.
Yes.
And the old veteran of racing Podge.
I think he sweats SFR. He's that grown into SFR. He must sweat SFR. He's been here longer than most people. So, but yeah,
he's been around for a long, long time.
He has. Some SFR miles are way up there. So, right, GP3 guys, who have you got in the Ferrari?
Well.
He is, yeah.
GP3 has the Norwegian pairing of Fredrikas and Jigermal.
Good stuff. And who would you predict to be ahead at the end of the season out of those two?
I'm gonna say Frederick is gonna be ahead. I've had some close battles with him last season, and he's proper quick. So
good stuff. Good stuff.
I wouldn't count out Jigermal though, but yeah.
Yeah. It's all open for you. We never. These are only predictions. Don't take it personal, guys.
Yeah.
We don't want to spark no inter-team rivalry that's going to go like Nico Rosberg and Hamilton. But but anyway, moving on to GP2 in Ferrari, we've got that guy Sven and Ogre Trainman, two super quick guys. Very very quick guys. I'd be splitting hairs to actually give who I think would be ahead, but. Do you know what? I'll go that guy Sven. That guy Sven to be leading by the end of the season. So there you go.
Reigning GP3 champion as well.
I know, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, so
Sure is.
Gareth, moving on to our next car, mate. We've got the Red Bull. So GP4, buddy.
The Aston Martin Red Bull. This year, two brand new drivers towards SFR and in GP4. We have Tormented Gamer, actually, and Ex-Gamer. And in my eyes, I don't know. I don't know the true pace of these two guys, so I don't really know who would actually come out on top.
I think, to be honest with you, I would have got a limb and say Tormented Racer. Yeah, I've said it. Don't hold me to that.
bold claim. Bold claim.
So yeah, guys, GP3 Red Bull Racing.
This video.
Yeah.
GP3 we got Chris Can and GA in the Red Bull.
Oh, rapid guys.
And I have to say Chris Can is both of them rapid. I think Chris Can is gonna come out ahead there.
Fair play. Yeah, fair play. Okay. So moving on to GP2, in the Red Bulls is Dantan and Steph. Now, again, I'd be splitting hairs to pick a guy's egg. I'm not fully familiar with the GP2 guys, so I recognise Dantan's name more because I've probably heard it more. So let's go Dantan. So
yeah, I'd go Dantan as well, especially how quick he was last season. He was right up there. And he had a shot at the GP2 title anyway. So yeah, I'd say Dantan.
Good stuff. Okay, on to the next one, Gareth, is the Renault. Who is in the Renault for GP4, mate?
The Renault is always, there's one driver staying in the Renault this season, which is Sensei Martins, teamed up with me.
Ooh, good pairing. So go on then. You're doing the GP4 announcements. Who's going to be in front? Put him on the spot there.
Oh, who's going to... To be honest, you can't split it between us. Yes, maybe in previous races, I've been ahead, but whatnot. I think Senna's becoming such a great racer right now, and I think he's going to pit me to a few things. I think he's going to get ahead of me. I really do think he's going to be ahead of me.
Based on his form towards the end of last season, yeah. I can't remember what he was doing at the start because all of a sudden he emerged at the end. So I think it's a good pairing to be honest with me. I think you two are going to have some great battles. So yeah, there you go. Let's watch this space for Mad G.
We're going to be filling up that podium, mate. We're filling up that podium.
Well, my car's going to be 4 cars wide, mate. So as long as I get qualified in front of you, you got to get past me, buddy.
4 cars wide. No, you can't include your car sitting in the middle with your wheels flown off somewhere.
We'll soon see.
Are
anyway,
you sure?
We can. Shouldn't,
My
but we
car's
can.
going to be taking up most of the track, just various parts.
That's it. Right, okay, guys. So GP3 in the Renault. Who is in the Renault for the GP3, guys?
In GP3 we have Mori Maunzo and Serdar, 1907. I actually have no clue about these two guys, but I'm gonna say Maori because I think I've seen him on track. Serdar I've never seen, so that's my bold claim there.
Manzo would have been my pick as well. I've done a couple of races with him.
Coming out already then about these two, and then yeah, moving on to GP2 in the Renault we have Electro Dan and King David. Now, if I remember correctly, King David was one of the guys in the bi-league event we had. Also, Electro Dan, who's joined some of the practice sessions recently. super rapid drivers. And from what I've seen, I'll go with Electro Dan. Let's say Electro Dan to be winning at the end of the season out of those two. And back to GP4, Gareth. And we've got the Haas. Oh, sorry.
It's the Haas.
The Haas.
The Haas with no main sponsor whatsoever.
The game it does.
I'm glad it's not Rich Energy because oh my god, that was
black machine.
That was controversial.
What a company!
So yeah, Gareth, hit us up, mate.
So in this one we have Luke and here we go, Giselian are teaming up for the first time in the Haas racing. I'm going to go on a whim. I'm just going to say Luke because I honestly don't know.
I agree.
I'm going to be quite honest.
I think I do have an inkling. I think that's about right, mate. I would imagine Luke. I'm not putting Guy Gisselden down at all, but from what I've seen, I think Luke is going to pip him. But good luck to both. Be interested to see exactly what happens. So there you go. That is the Haas for GP4. Moving on to GP3, guys. Who is in the Haas for GP3?
In GP3, we got the man, the myth, the legend, myself, Fepster, in the first one, and then in the second one, we got Dr. Special Energy. And, yeah, you know, making predictions for yourself is always. I'll be ahead of Jordan. Sorry, Jordan.
Ooh.
Well, put it this way. I'll tell you one thing. I will tell you one thing, Felix. At least you haven't got me to run up behind anymore.
Yeah, true. That's a shame, really. I like to take people out.
Yeah, but you left me in some cracking races when you did. The second time you did it, you came worse off. So, haha.
Well, there you go. Right, guys. And then for GP2, moving into the Haas cars, we've actually got Mike Bards and Laser Lord. Now, both very quick drivers, but I would actually say Laser Lord is going to pip it. So watch this space and let's find out who's going to be in front by the end of the season. But then moving on next to, let's get a better view, is the McLaren in the papaya orange. Gareth, hit us away with the GP4 allocations, please, buddy.
The McLaren itself, well, both of these actually drove in the previous two cars we just mentioned, which was Haas and Renault, and it's Brumi and Sajkovic.
Ooh. Go on then, hit us up with your predictions, buddy.
I'm going to give it to Brumi because he's getting a lot quicker. And of course, Sajkovic came down from GP3 last season, and it'd be good to see what he can actually really do.
Okay.
But I'm going to stick my neck out and go for Brumi. I think Brumi might just pip him.
Ah, good stuff then. Okay, and then running up into the GP3 division, who we've got running in the papaya orange McLaren?
We got the two graduates from GP4, the reigning champion DCG 1994 and JD Salvo.
Big up DCG. Go on. And who do you think out of these two? Now, bearing in mind these two are rapid drivers. DCG was in the same league as JD Savo, and DCG obviously got the championship. So, come on, give us it. Who do you think is going to pip each other here?
I'm going to base these predictions on two facts. Number one is that DCG won the championship, and number two is that JD Salvo crashed out of the final corner while in the lead in Spain. So DCG is going to be ahead.
Kind of agree. Yeah. Yeah. I'll give it there. Yeah. So, yeah, totally agree there. All right. And then moving.
Formula.
These two are going to be great teammates. I know they are. It's going to be interesting. But yeah. Then moving on to GP2, we've got TNR Tijonis and TNR Yebogan. Yeah, obviously friends off the track as well as on it. From what I've seen, I'd actually go with Jonis to be ahead. And then that brings us back around to GP4, and that is going to be the Pink Panthers, the Racing Points. Oh, I love this car.
The Pink.
I'm sad
yeah,
to
but
see
you
it
ain't
go.
driving it this year.
I know. But anyway.
It depends if it's behind you or in front of you. That's the question.
It will be behind me, I guarantee it.
With the lineup we have this year, it is the Pro Oliver, and of course, the returning Cadwell.
Yeah, Cadwell coming down from GP3. So go on then, give us your prediction on this one, mate.
Well, I've not really seen Cadwell race, and when I did, he was a long way behind. I hope he does get a lot better, and hope he actually proves me wrong, but I'm going to say Pro Oliver.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Pro Oliver get a lot more confident, especially towards the end of the season, so you can't take that away. I think you're spot on there, mate. Yeah, pretty bang on, Gareth. Moving on to GP3 then, guys. Who's in the Pink Panther for Season 6?
We got Irregeji. I don't know. He's Swedish. I don't even know how to say that.
I do. Yeah. We do it Ireg. I think we do Ireg.
Ireg.
Yeah, I think something like that.
Ireg. And then we have not Luke Beck.
Okay. And your prediction?
I'm gonna say Luke Beck. He's pretty quick.
Okay. Good stuff. So Luke Beck to be ahead of his teammate by the end of the season. GP2. Looking down the list into when I actually find it, Racing Points. Okay. So we've got Chopper and Can't Be Arsed. Now, I've seen both these guys pace. Chopper is super quick, as is I say Can't Be Arsed. It's CBA, but I say Can't Be Arsed. I'm going to go with Chopper from what I've seen, because I've raced with him more and I've seen his pace. So yeah, I'm going to go with Chopper. Moving back to GP4, Gareth, will you bring us up the next guys for the Alfa Romeo?
The Alfa Romeo. And the Alfa Romeo this season, again, two brand new guys, and it's Nocta Naja and Bled and Sand.
Okay, what's your prediction for these two, buddy?
Don't really know much, to be honest. I'm just going to say Nocturne because I really don't know.
Yeah, I've seen both their pace and Nocta. Nocta and Amaja I would say is going to be ahead, but you can always prove us wrong. So that's Alpha for GP4, guys. GP3, who is in the red and white Alpha?
GP3, we got the name I've been dreading to say all night. It's Whore Punch 1 and Surgit SH. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say Whore Punch because he's got a funny name.
Well, it's a better strategy than any. So yeah, I love that. Yeah, brilliant.
I'm screwed on that basis then.
Who's in the Alpha with him?
Go Punch, was it?
Whore Punch.
Whore Punch.
And the other driver?
Surgit.
Where did that guy come from?
No clue.
So moving on now to the GP2 lineup for the Alfa Romeos, we have Go for Gasly, and we have TNR Langfell. Now, two guys that I don't know anything about, but based on the TNR prefix, and these guys normally been very quick, I would say TNR Langfell to be ahead. Now, that does bring us back to GP4, and it is the Toro Rosso. I believe they've got a new name for this season, Gareth?
Yeah, it's called Toro Rosso.
Are you not saying the new name, no?
Because we're not racing. We're not racing F1 2020 yet. So I'm not really going to call them. I'm not
technicalities. Technicalities, mate. Okay.
Well, if you want me to, I could just call them Red Bull because that's what Toro Rosso means.
Red Bull point
fair
Right, yeah, go on then.
Rubbish. Red Bull.
Yeah, okay. Toro Rosso, buddy.
Red Bull back of the grid. Toro Rosso. This season, again, a brand new pairing. This year we've got Sonic Hawk and we've got Xander.
Now, I'm intrigued to hear your prediction out of these two.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to hear it myself.
Have a think, buddy.
Now, Now, coming off the back of last season, Xander in the Alfa Romeo was extremely quick, especially with the partner he had at the time, which was Ghost Cam. Sonic Hawk in that Mercedes pretty much ran that team himself due to who he had. It's very, very level, but I think Sonic has picked his game up.
He has, mate.
Massive way.
He has. Good old Adesh. Yeah. Is that your prediction, Adesh? Sonic?
No, Danny Kvyat.
Oh, wow, okay, bloody hell.
A torpedo.
No, but yeah.
No, I think Xander's going to come out ahead a little bit here on that one.
Okay, well, that's your prediction. Let's go with it. No worries, buddy. That's fine. Okay, guys, so running into GP3. Give us your lineup and your prediction.
GP3, we got Hunter and the man, the myth, legend, Jimbo Muncie.
Now, I'm intrigued to hear your prediction on this one. I really am. What are you going for?
I'm gonna say Hunter.
Okay.
Sorry, Jimbo.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. If you'd have asked me, my answer would have been, I've just got the team's best interests at heart. So I've basically taken my fence a million miles away, sat on it, and said I'm not moving. So
So gracious, so gracious.
Hashtag team player. Totally hashtag team player there, mate. So fair play, Jimbo.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Right, I say, moving on. Again, guys, I don't really know, but I've heard Danestar's name mentioned more than Clarkey, so let's go with Danestar. Now that does move us again back to GP4, and we're going to be with the Rocket Williams.
Captain Colgate.
Captain Colgate.
Captain Colgate.
And for our foreign viewers who don't have Colgate in their country, it's a toothpaste brand that looks exactly like this. So go on, Gareth, hit us up, mate. Who's in the Williams?
Well, then again, we don't know what Rocket is.
No, we
in
don't,
the Williams,
actually.
it's the same pairing as last year. No, we don't. This is why we've never heard of him. So this season, again, it's the same pairing of last year. They're both massively improving.
Wow.
And it is the Welsh Wonder of James Hook. And of course, I'm going to stop at the end of the pit line because I want to watch the stream.
Right, Shadow and Hook. These guys, absolutely love these guys in GP4. Now I know, I think James was keen not to have the Williams after one of their choices. Unfortunately, James, sorry, Hooky, you got your Williams back, buddy. So let's hope you can bring that Williams from the back to the front, my man. So yeah, Gareth, out of these two, who do you think is going to be in front, mate?
Do you know what? Me. No, I'm kidding. In regards to these two themselves, they've both been massively improving. James Hook's still improving on a race-to-race basis, practice to practice, time trial to time trial. I think it's going to come good near towards the end of the season, but I think just at the start, I think Shadow's just going to have that little bit of an edge. But I'm going to stick my massive neck out there, and I think James Hook's going to actually surprise all of us, and he's going to pip him.
Go on, Gareth. All right, I like that. Okay. I mean, yeah.
I'll tell you what, if the championship was won on passion, Tom would win it hands down.
Yeah, fair
I've never
enough.
heard someone.
I don't know, because Hooky, his determination. I mean, all right, I might be biased towards Hooky because I've got a soft spot for him, but Hook's determination from the start of last season, and he was one of the slower drivers, and he just didn't give up and he persevered. That for me gets massive respect. But I know what you guys are saying, and I agree with it as well. But yeah,
I think Tom's just very vocal when we have him on the mic, and you can just hear it. Hooky's quite.
What do you mean he's loud? You mean Tom's loud? Really?
Well, I mean, you put words in my mouth now, but yeah.
And that's all I'm putting in your mouth. But yeah.
Oh, ding ding.
So anyway, right, guys. Moving on to GP3. Hit us up with who's in the Williams and who will be on top at the end of the season in that team.
In the Williams, we got DJ Clarkson and Gamey Things. Both of them pretty quick. I'm gonna say Gamey Things will be ahead.
Okay, good stuff. Okay. Any reason why you chose that, or it's just an inclination? I can't pronounce that word, but.
I mean, I had some good battles with Gamey. So,
Okay.
we'll see.
Well, moving on to GP2, and I've already seen a name here that I think synonymous with Prem. I may be wrong. Got Chain Game WoW and Stam. Now, I always thought Stam was Prem, but was he always GP2? I remember him from the Bi-League event.
No, it was GP3 last season.
Ah, so he's gone up to GP2.
Teammate.
Ah, okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. So we've got Chain Game WoW and Stam. Now I've seen both of these guys pace, and they are both rapid drivers. But I'm actually going to go with Chain Game WoW to be ahead of Stam by the end of the season. Now again, Gareth, that brings us back around to GP4.
It does.
Oh no, is that not it?
There's no more cars.
That is it,
But-
guys. Wow.
Are you going to magically make another car appear?
No, maybe.
Yes, we are.
You know.
We're going to
yeah,
magically make another car.
Jaguar's coming in for next season.
We're going to stick it at the end of the pit lane just for Tom.
Was
as
this
well.
Just-
Arrow of us my driver?
But there is one thing I do want to add.
Go on.
With everyone that has been assigned to these teams, need to actually remember that it's not your teammate in your own league you got to think about as well, but you're also going to be adding points to the team as a whole through
As a
the entire
collective.
SFR.
That's it, yeah.
It's a collective one. So let me just put this through. So Energy Dan, you've got Racing Podge, but you've also got Friedrich, Yigamel, Sven, and Treyman as your teammates this season. So and of course whether you get in Prem, all 8 of you have to get those points if you want to be the overall SFR Constructors Championship of Season
Love
6.
Absolutely love it. So yeah, if you guys haven't heard that is what's happening this season. So it's GP4, GP3, GP2 and Prem are all battling for the collective Constructors Championship. So like Gareth said, I will add one thing, guys. It's much more fun if you team up, you speak to your teammate, go for the Constructors. It's okay going for the drivers, but put your effort into the Constructors. It's something else to work for me, especially like myself who can't really win races. I can add to the Constructors, so I will be going for that way. So hopefully across the tiers we're going to see people going for the Constructors, people doing strategy and basically talking to each other. But unless you guys have got anything more to add before we go on to the Discord segment, anything, guys?
No, just I think it'll be interesting to come back at the end of the season and see where the predictions lie.
Yeah, it would actually. Yeah, let's do a watch
Probably
party.
about as much luck as I have on an accumulator. So,
But yeah, let's do a watch party at the end of the season. We'll all watch it back and have a good laugh.
brilliant.
So yeah, Jimbo, if you want to give our viewers either live or afterwards, give us a rundown of the new Discord app that we're trying to trial in GP4, which GP4's received very well. We're loving it. But if you want to give everyone a rundown, its user friendliness and basically what it's all about, just so everyone's aware, that'd be great, mate.
Absolutely. So, cheers for that, guys. Moving on to Discord. So, what G was saying there is a great little segue to one of the points that we've got in here, which is about the team chat. So, 8 drivers, every team will have your own chat to support the teams from the different leagues. Now, obviously, the information passed down from the Premier guys down to GP2, GP3, and GP4 is going to be worth its weight in gold. Be it something as simple as a setup, be it something as simple as just a top tip, really, it all helps. But moving on to a bit more of Discord. So yes, GP4 are trialing it at the moment, and it seems to have gone really well. It's quite easy to set up. I've received plenty of plaudits from Dan and others, but I didn't really break a sweat setting it up. It's that simple to use. So on there you'll have a welcome bit, which has just got your rules. There's a penalty section, championship standards, as there would be constructor standards. There's a global chat, and then within each of your classes, there's your own private chat as well. And within each of them classes as well, you've got your steward's office for any inquiries to incidents that incurred in the race, a penalty points record, a general chat within there as well, and also your car team selection was in there as well. But yeah, it's just really, really easy to use. And obviously there's a lot more restrictions coming in with PSN, so we now can't share links. They just get blocked out. And it's really nice to have a drop-down category for everything. Each group can be sectioned to the people within that group are the only ones that can talk, so you won't have a combination of GP4 drivers chatting in Prem or vice versa. You can all get together in the general chat if you want to, but if you don't, you can simply just turn off the notifications for that section. So it's really simplistic. It allows the admins a really easy way of just getting the information together after the season started, and it's just easy to go into and look. You can pin messages in there, so whatever happens, that message will always be there and be easy to find. You won't have to spend your life scrolling up. But yeah, it's worth downloading. It's worth getting involved and giving it a go, because I think it's going to be better due to the fact that PSN is just cutting us off from doing everything. I mean, I joined the league at the end of last year, just before Abu Dhabi, and within about 5 minutes was in about 17 different chat conversations. And yeah, aside from buying X amount of power banks on my phone, I don't want to buy any more. So yeah, I mean, that's it. If there's anything that anyone thinks that we should add, or that would be a great idea, please add it, and we'll look into see what we can do with it.
Yeah, good, Jumbo, good stuff, mate. I mean, I must admit, before you set this up, I'll admit I was a massive hater of Discord, because the leagues I've been in before that had it was too busy, too hectic. It was no structure to it or no foundation. But how you've set it up, it's plain, it's simple, it's easy to use, and GP4 are loving it. So I hope GP3, 2, and Prem will get to using it, because it's so easy. And like you said, mate, the PSN blocking URLs, which is absolutely ridiculous. You know, I mean, to come from a gaming community not being able to share links is absurd. It just doesn't make sense, and they're pushing people away from that. So yeah, so fair play to yourself, mate, for setting that up and setting it up so well. It's super impressive. But yeah, it's big props to you, mate. Big props, mate. But yeah, so there's your allocations for GP4, 3, and 2. Exciting stuff. I mean, it was pretty difficult for GP4. I don't know about GP3. Was it easy or hard for you guys?
You mean with the cars?
Yeah.
I actually managed to get everyone to get one of the choices at least, so I'm hoping everyone will be happy with it, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we were similar. We had to do some creative tallies to work out how to give everyone at least one of their choices. So, you know, GP4, GP3, we managed it. GP2, I don't know because the admins aren't here, so we can't comment. But yeah, I mean, moving on, guys. Gareth, do you want to give us a rundown of what might be happening with the podcasts moving on throughout the season, mate?
Well, it's pretty much what I always said. It's something I touched on back on Sunday itself. We're going to try and do one every single week. Have someone come from either from any of the leagues. Either you guys come back for this again, or we get a couple of guys in. But like I say, it's always going to be me and you, Dan, doing this, and we could have one or two of the drivers come in with this one, even some from admin itself. We're pretty much just going to run through all the races that happened throughout that week. Have a little predictions of what's going on. See if you can see any patterns that might start to happen with all the drivers. You know, who's going to be starting pushing forward, who's not really doing anything. But yeah, we're just going to have a general chat about the races themselves, maybe about the incidents that might have happened as well. But not only that, we're also going to talk about Formula 1 Real as well when it does kick off in March, which is going to be great. So we can have a look at some of the crazy liveries that always come out with some of the teams, if any. But yeah, that's pretty much what this year's podcast is pretty much going to be like.
Good stuff, mate. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'd like to say we could maybe invite some of the admins from other leagues when we do it, and other drivers, like you said, mate. So yeah, I think it's going to be absolutely brilliant. But yeah, to everyone that's tuned in tonight, thank you very much. Everyone watching back after, who's been working or looking after children or whatever. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Jimbo, thank you again for doing the Discord, mate. Absolutely fantastic, mate. Can't fault you for that, mate. But if you guys want to
no problem. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, it's absolutely fine, mate. Absolutely fine. But unless you guys got anything else to say, we'll sign off. Gareth, anything from you, mate?
No, that's it. I just want to thank everyone for tuning in yet again. Thank you for all the comments, and let's just have a cracking season. Let's have some fun. And there's bound to be the odd moaning person around who complains about Crash.
Why do you think that?
I don't know, Felix. Maybe because you don't know you're breaking.
Felix,
going so well.
Felix, anything from you, my man, before we sign off?
No, I'm just looking forward to a cracking season. Should be a good one.
Okay. Right, well, that's it, guys. So, everyone, get your practice in, because Australia is literally around the corner, and we're literally about to go live in, was it 5 days now? 4 days, maybe? So, yeah, guys, Gareth, Jimbo, and Felix, thank you for joining us tonight, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure doing it with you. I really enjoyed it. Guys, watch out for Gareth and myself's podcast that will be going out across the tiers. So, yeah, thanks for joining. Good night, guys, and we'll catch you soon.